Have you ever wondered what makes a marriage truly enduring and fulfilling? Today we're unveiling the bedrock of successful marriages and family dynamics. At the heart of every lasting bond lies a solid foundation, built not just on love, but on wisdom passed down through generations. Our focus, the timeless guidance from scriptures of the Bible that speaks directly to the core of marriages. These ancient texts are not mere historical artifacts. They are blueprints for building relationships that not only survive but thrive. Imagine a house built on sand. It shifts and crumbles under the smallest pressures. Similarly, marriages without a sturdy base can falter at the first sign of trouble. God offers us this base, a base that's strong, reliable, and wise. He provides His guidance through the scriptures of the Bible. It teaches us how to lay down stones of trust, commitment, and mutual respect, elements crucial for any marriage to withstand the tests of time. Let's explore these scriptures of wisdom to unveil the secrets it holds for today's successful marriages. Firstly, we have Ephesians 5:33. However, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. In this simple yet profound verse, the Apostle Paul encapsulates a vital principle for marriage, one that has stood the test of time and continues to resonate in the hearts of couples today. The dual commandment of love and respect acts as the keystone in the arch of marital relationships. When we talk about love in a marriage, it's not just about the butterflies or the roses on Valentine's Day. It's about a deep, abiding commitment to one's partner's well-being, happiness, and growth. It's about loving them as you love yourself, cherishing their dreams as if they were your own. Now, respect might sound a tad old school, but it's equally crucial. Respect in marriage means recognizing your partner as a full and equal partner in your life's journey. It's listening to their opinions, valuing their feelings, and supporting their ambitions. It means treating them with the dignity they deserve, not because they are perfect, but because they are invaluable to you. Imagine a scenario where a husband supports his wife's decision to pursue a career change. This isn't just support. It's a manifestation of respect and love. He loves her enough to want her personal fulfillment and respects her enough to trust her choices. Or consider a wife who encourages her husband through a difficult period without judgment. She's not just being supportive, she's embodying the essence of love and respect by standing by him, affirming his worth during his struggles. These aren't just niceties. They are the nuts and bolts that hold the complex machinery of marriage together. In a world that often views marriages as disposable, applying these biblical principles of love and respect can build a bond that not only endures but flourishes. So, love and respect are not just old-fashioned ideas, but timeless principles that nourish any marriage. Next we have Proverbs 15:18. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. Imagine a typical evening at home. The children are loud, dinner might be slightly overdone, and everyone's nerves are a bit frayed. In such moments, it's easy for tempers to flare. But let's pause and consider the power of patience. Patience is not merely waiting passively, it's an active choice, a deliberate cultivation of calmness and understanding, especially in the heat of the moment. It's about mastering the art of responding rather than reacting. This subtle shift can transform the entire atmosphere of a home. Take, for example, a 15 years marriage. Like any couple, they face their share of challenges. One evening, the husband comes home later than expected without giving his wife a heads up. The wife, having worked a full day at work only to come home and manage the household chores, the children's homework, and dinner alone, feels ignored and undervalued. Here, patience plays its part. Instead of greeting her husband with accusations, she takes a deep breath. When calm, she expresses her feelings without blame. And in their dialogue, she was able to find out that her husband wasn't intentionally later, but instead was faced with unforeseen difficulties at work, which resulted in his delayed return. Her husband also listened and acknowledged her struggles. In this moment, patience prevented what could have escalated into a heated argument. Instead, it opened up a space for understanding and resolution. In another instance, consider the power of patience in parenting. The ability to pause before reacting to a child's mistake or misbehavior can teach them to handle their own frustrations with grace. It models how to maintain composure, think clearly, and communicate effectively. Patience is like a soothing balm on the rough edges of our daily interactions. It allows us to approach disputes not as battles to be won, but as opportunities for deeper connection and understanding. It helps us see the long-term picture, fostering an environment where all family members feel heard, valued, and loved. So when faced with the inevitable challenges that come with family life, remember this: patience is a choice that can lead to peace and harmony. Remember, a moment of patience in a moment of anger saves 1,000 moments of regret. Another Bible verse to remember is 1 Corinthians 13:7. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This potent verse from the 1 Corinthians encapsulates the essence of true commitment in a marriage. It's not merely about the sunny days and joyful moments, it's about standing firm when the storms hit. Let's unveil the depth of this commitment and how it applies to the hurdles married couples face today. First, consider the phrase, "It always protects." In the context of marriage, this protection isn't just physical. It extends to emotional and spiritual realms. When financial difficulties arise, as they often do, this protection means shielding each other from despair and anxiety. It means being a pillar of support, not allowing external pressures to shake the foundations of your marriage. Moving on, always trusts. Trust is the bedrock of any relationship, particularly in marriage. In times of health crises, which can truly test the vows of in sickness and in health, trust involves more than faithfulness. It's about believing in each other's strength and resilience, and in the capacity of your marriage to overcome adversity. Next, we have always hopes. In moments of emotional disconnect, which are not uncommon in the lifespan of a marriage, hope is what keeps the future bright. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the unwavering belief that together you can rekindle the connection and warmth that may seem lost in the throes of routine and stress. Lastly, always perseveres. This is about enduring love. It's about continuing to love and commit to one another even when the going gets tough. It's not passive endurance, it's an active commitment to work through issues, to communicate, to forgive, and to adapt. In essence, this verse isn't just poetic, it's practical. It's a call to action for every married couple facing the inevitable challenges of life together. It teaches us that commitment isn't just about staying together, but about growing together, protecting each other, and fostering trust and hope amidst the trials. True commitment in marriage means sticking together even when the going gets tough. Next, we consider Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Forgiveness, a seemingly simple concept, is often one of the most challenging aspects of any relationship, especially marriage. It's not just about saying, "I forgive you." It's about genuinely letting go of resentments and disagreements, which, if left unchecked, can fester and weaken the bonds of love and trust that form the foundation of a marriage. In the fabric of marriage, forgiveness acts much like a repair kit. When misunderstandings and hurts occur, as they inevitably will, forgiveness allows couples to mend the tears before they become irreparable. It's about understanding that everyone makes mistakes, and that grace is a gift we can offer one another, mirroring the forgiveness that the Lord extends to us. Now, let's unveil a bit deeper. Forgiveness in marriage is transformative. It can turn a troubled marriage into a thriving one. When partners choose to forgive, they release the burden of past hurts. This doesn't just heal the individual, it rejuvenates the entire relationship. It fosters an environment where open communication and trust can flourish. However, true forgiveness also involves a commitment to not rehash old grievances in future disagreements. It is a promise to not let the past dictate the future of the marriage. This aspect of forgiveness is crucial because it ensures that both partners feel safe and valued, not just heard. Moreover, forgiveness is a continuous process. It's not a one-time act, but a repeated choice in the face of each new challenge. This ongoing aspect of forgiveness builds resilience in a marriage. Each act of forgiveness strengthens the bond, making the marriage more robust and more adaptable to the challenges life throws its way. In essence, forgiveness in marriage is about creating an atmosphere where both partners can grow and thrive together. It's about choosing each day to love your spouse, not only despite their flaws, but also because of them. Forgiveness is not just about letting go of the past, but also about building a future together. We've unveiled several scriptures today that shed light on the path to a successful marriage. From the tender threads of love and respect, as Paul urged in Ephesians, to the enduring patience that love requires, as described in Corinthians. Each scripture has illustrated how foundational these elements are in nurturing a lasting bond. We unveiled the resilience of commitment, especially during challenging times, reflecting on the steadfastness that Ruth and Naomi demonstrated. This commitment is a testament to the strength that comes not just from vows, but from a shared spirit and purpose. Furthermore, we uncovered the healing power of forgiveness, a divine principle that frees us from the chains of past grievances, allowing relationships to breathe and grow. As we reflect on these teachings, let us strive to embody these principles in our daily lives. Whether it's offering a kind word, standing by your spouse during trials, or choosing forgiveness over fault-finding, these actions plant seeds of enduring love and respect. Incorporate these lessons into your life and watch your marriages flourish. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Scripture.